Welcome back my fellow fishing planet players to our next Maldives guide, and that guide today will be unique Mahi Mahi, how and where to get them. But before that, before I show the spot, let's get some details covered so you guys can know what to do and how they operate. So let's do it. Already, fish species, they're pretty much the same as Kaijinori, but I think they're like less active and not so, you know, frequent biting, but they're way bigger. So unique Mahi Mahi, also known as the common dolphin, is a medium-sized pelagic fish, and it is very common in tropical and subtropical waters of all the ocean. It can reach up to 88 pounds. As I said, they're way bigger on this map, and you know, more than 6.5 feet in length. They're massive fish, bro. So what you guys gonna see in this video are babies, and they get bigger in the spot, and there's so many other spots you can find out here too. But honestly, you just need one spot. One spot that works for Unique's trophy, and the other ones, unless you need it for a competition, for rotation spots, you know? Alright, the fish lives near the surface of the ocean, where I use the popper, bugtail. They recommend spinner, but the popper, the major popper, is the one I've been using, and that is the green and silver. There's two ways you can get it. From the Blue Crab Island Mission, and from the shop for bait coins. The bait it feeds on zooplanktons, flying fish, mackerel, squids, crab, and when I'm here reading this right here, when they say mackerels and squid, I did use a jack mackerel on my float rod, and the Mahi Mahis were heating baits and float. Now, the spot has many more fish in it, and the deep fish, if they do see this bait, they will come up and bite that bait also. I've lost a big fish yesterday on the float rod. They gave notification say fish is too big, release my fish. I couldn't say what it was, but I doubt it was a Mahi Mahi. If it was, that's stupid, you know. Spell launcher 69 pounds, Torbolino 70.5, and the fish was too big. Now let's continue going on. So I would not recommend using a float rod unless it's a big one, which is the equator match from the Congo. But still, though, I still think those rods gonna get rocked in this map. Okay, now how we can find these fish? You can spot the location of my mite on the ice seas thanks to bird or sargassum. I think that's what algae or algae, and varieties of debris that floats on the surface. That's pretty much in real life. In the game, you can pretty much find them by the birds that's in the sky, flying fish, but in certain part of the water. My spot is way out in the deep, away from all of them tunas and swordfish, but I can't confirm they're not there too. I've only caught my in the popper, and that's it. You can catch it by casting a high speed trolling with artificial lure, as well as live bait. And there you guys go. The float rod I mentioned, and the major popper. Now, preferred baits. Crab, gulf shrimp, finger mullets, scale sardine, Japanese jack mackerel, Japanese anchovy, Japanese flying squid. If I should choose baits from here, I would go with the Japanese jack mackerel and the Japanese flying squid. Those can be trolling baits and float rod baits, you know, but can be attracted by other fish too, or yeah, they can attract other fish to come feed on them. And the lure I've been using, major popper, bucktail is cool, but I think you might want to troll with that thing. Squid chain, trolling octopus, yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of that lure, but for my, but it does work. So anything like tap water, or let's say a good 12-foot crankbait, major popper or walker, you'll get smoke on top water with these things, man. Spinner is also a bait that can be used top water, below it, stop and go, short retrieval. But I'm just a major popper guy. That's the only thing I've used lure wise. So I can see him come top water. I can stop the lure. It's a perfect hook size, a 7/0 hook. I mean, these my mice get pretty big. So let's see something. Now I've only caught these things on a 7/0 hook, But in the game, they brought in bigger hooks and bigger poppers, stealth poppers, and some other stuff. So I never used those against the fish to pretty much see how they operate. But on the 7/0 hook, they still be missing the bites even when you stop the lure for them. So, you know, I don't think going bigger is going to be better. 89 pounds. So that's pretty much a 90 pounder right there. So a 7/0 to maybe an 8/0 hook is cool. I do think so. And that's not the biggest yet. They keep getting bigger. So you never know how big they really get. Now for the shop, go to lures, spinner plugs. Uh, where do you see top water base again? So where the hard baits. Here we go. So here we go on some of the lures that they added in the game. Giant poppers, stealth poppers. I've never used these ones yet. I don't know how good they are, but they're top water lures. So you will get Mahi Mahis to bite these things too, if you have them. And there are mastering mission in the game that need you to use stealth popper to get Mahi Mahis. So, you know, getting acquainted with it first should be pretty good. Saltwater hunt, saltwater poppers. So yeah, the spot I'm gonna be showing you guys right now will also be a spot you can try for this mission, or you can go Kaiji Nori. Now here comes the sweet part, the peak time. The peak time I've been using is this day right here, day 17, late evening, around 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And night 17, the full starry night, like I think it's 4 stars, and the wind gotta be east wind. You get that peak, you got no problem. Now for the spot, I'm gonna show you guys where I'm at. So, Maara Lagoon at the spawn location, and I'm in the dark blue area, but not quite in it. I'm like in the corner of it. So I'm right out here in this corner. You come here, you're gonna see birds. You're gonna see fish jumping, flying fish, and it's just all action, bro. I have like 3 uniques here. If you guys can see the time of day I caught these things, you can see a pattern. Early night, evening. And that's where the east wind be different, changing a couple of hours ahead. Same days look alike, but different wind direction that day. But yes, those are all east wind. You guys want to fish. With that said, y'all enjoy the guide. Go to the spot. It's official. I don't know if you guys can find a more suitable wind direction and peak that works for you, but the spot is guaranteed. The popper works, and I have no doubt in the wind I fish. But they can be tricky because they change a lot. Meaning that you can fish days that look alike that works for you, but there will be different wind direction, guys. So be careful to look out for the east wind and not just the shape of the peak because it can be different with different wind direction, and that's going to cost you some time. With that said, enjoy the video. Let's roll the clips. Yo, hold up, wait a minute. Did you drop a like and subscribe to the channel as yet? Oh, hell no. If not, now is the time to do so.